I got a lip gloss brand. The names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. I got one called Nut, and it's the color of some nut. I got one called Gonorrhea. It's green like gonorrhea. I got one called Yellow Discharge, like how girls be having yellow discharge. Hole pink, booty hole brown, juice.
All right.
I know some girls who eat good because they hustle the wallet between their legs. It ain't connected to nothing. It look hustled. Well-hustled vagina look like McGriff the crime dog mouth.
Electric slide skin.
Oh!
They get naked and open their legs. You be like, what is that, pasta?
Oh!
What your ramen noodle womb having somebody here? It's been sucked so much the skin is wiggly.
People gonna talk shit, but other people was like, you is a marketing genius because the shit sold so fast. And it smelled good too. I be thinking of all out the box. It's not even on purpose. It's just like my brain helped me think outside the box to do some crazy stuff.
That's all they putting into the community, but because they found a way to get some money, they'll say, I'm a boss. I be like, you just trashed up the whole community. The community ain't, because out your doors walks trash.
You know, back in the day, you polite savages, there was a movie called Boomerang. And this movie starred Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens. It's a long time ago. But in this movie, they had a star. This person was a model, I believe, played by Grace Jones. And she had a perfume called Strange.
$1 push for the new Strange fragrance.
It is fabulous.
Well-hustled womb. Hey, can we get pictures of well-hustled wombs?
Oh, man. No,
I
you
want to
can't
put them on a t-shirt. A well-hustled womb. I want to see it blew out. I want it to look like a tire a motherfucker drove 20 miles on. Well-hustled womb look like the top of my head.
Strange. It stinks so good.
The names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. Called Nut, Gonorrhea, Yellow Discharge, Hole pink, booty hole brown, coochie juice.
It is ridiculous.
And it's one of the most hilarious things. You see, this perfume Strange, it was the essence of her juices. And it was supposed to drive men crazy. Now, we all thought this was hilarious and nobody would ever bring something like this to market. Enters Sexy Red's Dusty Self with her new cosmetic line. When I first heard about this a couple of months ago, I thought it was a joke. But now it seems like she's bringing this to market. And she has ridiculous names. Discharge, Booty Hole Brown, Coochie Pink. Not in those words, of course. But I just want to stop and think of one thing. Before we go any further, only our community would people market this to. I mean, could you imagine Asians being marketed Booty Hole Brown lip gloss? Do you think their family would let them wear it? It would be a disaster. If they were caught wearing something like that, they would be shamed out of their family because people understand image and how you do things is important in this world. You know, a lot of times people pull out model minority BS, and that's just their way of, sometimes people say they might be weaponizing Asians against African Americans. But I will say this. I'm not saying that every group of people don't do dirt. No group of people is perfect. But what I'm saying is that we as a people must not embrace the foolery anymore. It just has to stop. Like this clip coming up right now.
I'm not a makeup girl, but I love some lip gloss. So Sexy Red dropped a line of lip gloss, right? And I was intrigued by it because these are some of the flavors I got. I got Juice, I got Diamond Princess, and I got Pussy Hole Pink. I'm excited about this Pussy Hole Pink. We're gonna try this bitch out. I already got on my lip color, whatever. So I'm just gonna see how this gloss do on top. They already smell good.
And this lady, I believe her name is Definitely Flower. She's here dusting it up, and she's interested in a Coochie Pink fragrance. It blows my mind how anybody would want to put that on their face. that name on their face. And let's just not fool ourselves. She has the gonorrhea green. She has the discharge color, booty hole brown. All of these colors of lip gloss, I'm just trying to think who in their right mind will put this on their face.
People express themselves and use the terms of the propaganda that has been directed against them. You hear all of this glorification of the wrong thing. Now, as far as black folk are concerned in the Hollywood industry, well, let's not get one of those Sidney Poitier Moody movies where they were talking about principle. Let's go to the lowest common denominator. Let's talk about dealers, pimps, hoes, and all that other kind of stuff and get the most cash flow. First time we saw this was Fred the Hammer Williams in Black Caesar, where the hero was a contract killer and a drug kingpin, and he prospered and he drove off in a limo smoking a big cigar as the sun rose. I said, what is this? Wait a minute. We're talking about drug dealing being an anathema for the black community, and the Panther Party, Black Student Alliance, and all of these community organizations are trying to get drugs the hell out and resist the attempt to have an influx of heavy. What is this? Black folk in line coming out of the show down the long side of the block and back to the theater waiting to get in to see this poison. Profit margins on that movie, which were enormous, and they bailed a couple of collaborating Hollywood studios out.
What other group of people could you imagine with who are adults putting booty hole brown on their lip as a lip gloss color? Putting gonorrhea green as a lip gloss color. I mean, this is why we are not taken seriously. It's not the fact that we come up with it. It's the fact that we buy it. And we'll buy into anything as long as somebody popular is pushing it.
Look at our society now. It's no longer about family values. It's about consumerism. We've been bought and paid for as a nation. Our women have been bought and paid for. I'm talking about all women. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this, and he got this out of the Holy Bible. A nation can only rise as high as the moral integrity of its women. You see America failing in so many different things. Damn debauchery.
When it comes to the spicy adult entertainment services in the industry, both groups of people I genetically belong to, the Europeans and the Asians, have had this game down on lock for centuries. If you go onto any of your prawn sites and looking at spicy adult entertainment, you can see that it's heavily skewed towards Europeans. So when news first broke out with Sexy Red's lip gloss line, I thought it was a joke. Then my mind automatically moved towards thinking that she's marketing her products to simps and perverts. This isn't something new, as some of these girls have been marketing even their farts to their simpish fans to buy. This industry has been rampant in Japan, where some of these ladies are selling panties. Others are selling bathwater. So when I learned that Sexy Red was going to sell her lip gloss line, I thought this was either going to be a joke or monetize off her simp and perverted fans. Now a man should be able to spend money any way that he pleases. I'm not here to pocket watch you, but what is most shocking, most ludicrous, is that she's marketing this towards her young impressionable fans, normalizing this culture and this behavior for the next generation of females. Make no mistake, I've said it here many a times, that hip-hop culture is a worldwide dominant force. What these artists are pushing out to their young impressionable female fans is getting worse and worse by every year, where debauchery, hoe slut culture is becoming normalized. When will it stop?
And now, here we are, 40 years later. Not only are black women doing it, but the rest of the modern women are doing it. White, Hispanic, and Asian. See, it was all fun and games when it was just, that's why I tell you guys, black men and black women, they're the canary in the coal mine. Eventually this will spread all the way around. So although you think it's funny when it's happening to black folks, now you got Hispanic women, Asian women. Well, look at them. Let's keep looking at them. I want y'all to see the modern woman in all her glory. So twerking is no longer just a dance. it's the modern woman's sign of independence. I can do what I want to do. I don't have to conform. It's almost like putting your fist in the air. It's a sign of rebellion.
Twerking for my son. Twerking for my son.
And let me bring you in on a little secret, you polite savages. We need to bring back shame. 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 The shame that you feel within yourself when you do something wrong. The shame within yourself when things are morally incorrect and you know you was raised a little differently, but you have to check yourself. The shame that says check yourself before you wreck yourself. See, all of this is gone nowadays. Or it's just to such a less degree in the community that it needs to come back just a tad more. You know, now we got other folks doing crazy things and following our example. But we still leading the pack in foolishness. I mean, this isn't a beat up session because we do a lot of great things. I mean, we innovate, we create, we motivate. I mean, look at Deion Sanders. But let's be honest with ourselves. We understand that too much of us is on a wrong path. So I'm going to just break it down just like this. When you're jumping on a business class flight on your way to France in your bonnets, because who could check me, boo? When you walk around being proud to be a pookie, or talking about, you know, them drug dealers turn you on, those type of dudes you need, it all goes back to our image. And definitely, if you are going around wearing that booty hole brown lip gloss, how dusty can you be? That's all I got for you, polite savages. As always, like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media outlets under THPP Network. And as always, ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom. Booty in your face. We out.
We found true happiness